Hello, I'm Andy, and I'm going to read to you a program called Tarot Monthly Horoscope for June 2019. And this is for you coming from Cancer. First, let me give you my email address, which is andyhoro9, ANDIHORO, the 9, the number 9, at gmail.com. Send me an email if you have questions to ask me. The first card that I'm going to pull will be to do with your first 15 days of June. And you coming from Cancer, I'm going to tackle your area of job. Well, the card says you're going to have not a very good time where your job is concerned, insecurity. Make sure you don't make mistakes. Make sure you don't show your temper. Make sure that you don't be dreamy about things. So focus on this first 15 days where job is concerned, or you will get a lot of problems and may even lose the job. And if you try to look for a new job, you're not going to get very good news either. So stay where you are, work very hard, and focus. Now I'm going to talk to you about business. If you're in business, the first 15 days of June, how you're going to do your business. And this is not a good card. Well, it says basically that if you're trying to look for new business, the competition is going to beat you. So why bother? You're going to spend money to promote yourself and you're not going to get anywhere. And secondly, the business you have in hand, tell yourself that the situation shows quite volatile, which means ups and downs are created. So to stabilize this, try to minimize making changes in the business that you have, and you'll be much safer for these first 15 days of June. So you don't want to be out and about taking risks. Now about romance. So this card I pull will be about to do with your new romance. If you find one in the first 15 days of June, you coming from Cancer, and I tell you, you better be very careful. This is a card called the Devil. So you might meet somebody, not the devil, but you might meet somebody who wants control and domination over you. So if you find somebody who's interested in you in the first 15 days, or that you are interested in somebody, tell yourself to play the waiting game, at least the first 7 or 10 days, study the person, look behind the background, because there's some deviousness from this new romance you might find in the first 15 days of June. Not very good news. Now about your marriage. Let's see what the card says for you coming from Cancer. All right, it's a card that says competition. So why bother competing in these first 15 days of June with your marriage partner? Don't do that. And stay away from arguments. Two things: don't want to compete and don't want to argue. And you will see that your marriage will go much, much better in this first 15 days of June. Obviously, this card shows that there is tension and there is stress. So you don't want to make that worse. Now we will talk about your last 15 days of June, and I'll talk to you about your job again in the last 15 days to see what's happening there, you coming from Cancer. Now, this is a beautiful card. It's the card of growth. It says where you are working, where you are working, you are going to have good news about promotion, about more money, and all the efforts you have made in your job, they are going to show growth, and they are going to show that wonderful flowers and fruits will grow. So you are settling down beautifully in this last 15 days in your job area. Work hard, show your bosses, and you will see that more money or a better status or anything you want is possible. What a wonderful card for job. Now about business. So let's see what the cards say about business. All right. In business, this is a card that says you want to control that area of business that you are in. Well, don't do that, because if you do that, you will be isolated. So tell yourself, if you are in business already, just to go according to the same plan that you have been going for the recent times, and you will still do very well. New businesses can be added with this card. I agree with that. So new businesses can be added, but you don't want to get to a stage where you want to control that kind of business and to control your competitors. You can't go that far with this card, but your intentions are there. So keep your intentions well in check and you'll be fine. Now about romance. What about a new romance in the last 15 days? Let's see if you find one. And it's going to be a good one, this card says. So you'll have every intention of finding the true love. It will be very possible for you in this last 15 days of June. So the person you meet, treat that person with care and love and consideration, and you're going to be one very happy person in the last 15 days, finding the new romance, a very exciting one. What about the ongoing romance if you have one right now? What's happening to that? Now, that's a different kettle of fish. It says here, you don't want to show your temper, you don't want to be aggressive with your ongoing romance partner because a clash can take place. That's all you need to do. Take the soft approach and be the person who is willing to consider whatever your existing romance partner wants, and situations will improve daily. Now, marriage. Okay, let's see how your marriage is going to be going in the last 15 days of June, and is going very well. There's no problem from this card at all. There's peace and there is lovingness. So use the last 15 days to bond with your marriage partner. Be young again. Go out to the places you used to go and just enjoy yourself. And you will see the last 15 days, the bonding will be wonderful and wonderful. And from this card, your marriage partner may bring very good news, or you may bring some very good news. It just makes that family much happier. So that's wonderful. Now I'm going to talk to you about your lucky ages. There'll be certain people of certain ages who are going to be lucky in one way or another, or in everything they do. And let's see what the card says. Well, the card says if you happen to be these ages of 21 or 30 or 39 or 48 or 48 or 57 or 66 or 75, you're going to be one very lucky person. You see, Kabbalistic cards show signs of planets, they show zodiac signs. So looking at that, I'm very impressed that you're going to be very lucky if you're of these ages. Exceptionally lucky, whether in job, in business, in romance, in marriage, anything. Well, if you're not of these ages, tell yourself you'll need to see me for a 90-minute session. And based on your date of birth, time of birth, and looking at your palms, I'll be able to predict your next 7, 8, or 9 years and help you a lot, give you plenty of information, your lucky colors, your lucky gemstones, your lucky days, your lucky directions, your lucky lottery numbers as well, based on your date of birth, time of birth, and looking at your palm. We'll talk more about that later. This next card that I've pulled now is got to do with your lucky dates, DATES. So your lucky dates are going to be from this card, the 3rd, because it's a card of Jupiter and the card of Sagittarius. So you're going to be lucky on the 3rd, 12th, 21st, and 30th. So for anything you want to do in the month of June, the 3rd, the 12th, the 21st, and 30th, whether for the job, whether the business, whether to look for the romance partner that you want, whether to improve your marriage, anything. 3rd, 12th, 21st, 30th, bookmark these dates, even to go to the casino, and you'll be very lucky doing something that you want to do. Now we will talk about your lucky colors, you coming from Cancer. And let's see what your lucky colors are going to be with this card. Now there's a turquoise, there's a green, and there's a purple. I'm going to go for the purple from this card. So wear plenty of purple, whether it's undergarments, whether it's top garments, and you will see that the energy of growth will always be with you, whether it's to do with your job, the business, and that wonderful energy of purple will even help you in the area of marriage or romance. Now I'm going to talk to you about direction energy. So what do the cards say about direction energy? 9 planets surround us on Earth. When we look north, south, east, or west, we are going to find some planet or another. And what does this card say? Well, this card says, try to face north for all the inspiration that you want. And when you face north, you're going to have some kind of inspiration, whether for the job, the business, whether the romance, the marriage, or for anything else. And if you want to visit the casino, well, you can definitely do that. And if you're standing in front of a slot machine, make sure that you're facing north. That's the way to do it. So there you are. Now, I have a 90-minute session, and this 90-minute session is based on your date of birth, your time of birth, looking at your palms. And with all that information, I'll be able to predict your next 7, 8, or 9 years in all areas of your life, your romance, your marriage, your family, your job, your business, your finances, and even your health areas. And so I'll be able to do that for you. And so you'll be in charge in the next 7, 8, or 9 years, getting from me your personal lucky lottery numbers and your lucky colors and your lucky gemstones and your lucky days and your lucky directions, a lot more information from the universe. We'll go step by step and fill up this 90 minutes with all the information I can give you so that you'll be one lucky person for the next 7, 8, or 9 years. Well, send me the message at AndyHoro9, ANDIHORO 9, the number 9 at gmail.com, and I'll reply to you as soon as I can. Until then, have a good month of June. Thank you and goodbye.